Good morning, students. So, in the previous class, we have studied about constructing the resume. So, we have studied two different types of the formats. One is a traditional print resume, another one is a electronic. So, in the previous class, we have completed about the traditional print resume, and today are going to start with the remaining topics. So, before going to the electronic format, so we are going to see there is another one will be there, so that is what call it as a scannable print resume. A scannable resume should be constructed in such a way that so the information present on that the resume is clear, so it should be read accurately by a computer and retrieved when an appropriate position is being filled. Whenever you want, you can retrieve that information, that is by searching a specific particular with the help of the keywords. Is it clear? So this is you have to prepare the scannable print resume. If you take a if you are having a hard copy of your resume, okay, you can scan it, and then this scanned copy should be read accurately by the computer. So how you have to design this scannable print resume? So some of the features here which they have been given, so we are going to see this. So you have to use some of the keywords. Use these keywords that as described precisely what you can do is often recommended to use with the electronic scanning software. So this printable resume, is it clear? So this printed resume you are going for scanning here. So how you have to do is that you have to use the keywords which describe precisely what you can do. It is recommended to use with the electronic scanning software. So you have to use the keywords common to those an employer would use to retrieve your information. The keywords will help the employer to retrieve your information. In such a way, you have to choose some of the common keywords. Use the precise nouns on the scannable resume. Use both precise nouns and action verbs in the hybrid resume. Either it may be the face to face, and either it may be in the scanning situation. That is, in the face to face also you are going to use that traditional print resume, and even in some of the situations where you can scan your resume, and you are going to send it to the employer. Is it clear? So be sure that the font you use can be read easily by the scanners. Is it clear? So the hard copy of that the printed resume what you are going to use, you have to design in such a way that the scanner should be easy to read. The content which is present on that, it should be clearly visible to the computer. Okay, the next one here it is that send your resume by the channel that serves you best. So after scanning this particular resume, you have to send to the employer by using any one of the source. Is it clear? How you have to send, you decide it, but choose one of the best way through which you can send your scanned resume to the employer. Okay, so example here they have been given in the figure 9.9. Refer the page number 245. Already I have attached the examples. You please go through these particular the examples. The next one we are going to see about electronic resume. Okay, electronic the resume. The first part is already you have studied about the traditional print resume. The next one is a electronic resume. So what do you mean by this electronic resume? So this is the electronic resumes enable you to leverage the technology, that is you are going to use this technologies to send your the resume. So this is one of the soft copy will be there which you are going to prepare. So this is soft copy you are going to send it to the employer. So you are going to preparing this document, that is from the low end plain text files. You are either it may be the normal text files, either it may be the resume prepared with the word processor file, that is a .doc file, either it may be the full blown, that is a multimedia document, or either it may be the web pages. So the document which you are going to send it electronically, so either it may be in any one of these particular the forms, the text files, either it may be the document file, either it may be the PDF, either it may be the multimedia document, or either it may be the web pages. Okay, so which much of the content of an electronic resume is similar to that of the print resume only, but some of the modifications we have to do it in the electronic resume. So two important changes should be made. The first one here it is that delete all the content information except your email address. So in the printed resume you are going to put all your information, that is all your address, everything will be there, permanent address, okay, residential address, everything detailed information will be there. So now here you have to delete all your contact information except you have to keep it only your email address. And second, you should date the resume. Okay, whenever you are going to send this through any particular email or okay, so this document should contain the date of the when you are prepared and when you are sending this particular resume. So that is date the resume. Your resume should contain the current date. Okay, now electronic resumes are used in the basic file formats. So what are the different types of the basic file formats? Of the first one here it is that the electronic resume may be either in the ASCII format or either it may be in the text files. So it is usually a document which is going to be saved it as ASCII or a text file. So normally notepad where you are going to save it, it is normally the text file will be there. Sometimes you will send it as an attached file, or other times you will place it inside your email. So you can send this text file uh, as an attachment through the mail, or directly you can paste the content of this in the mail itself. Is it clear? In the body of the mail itself. So through that you are going to send your resume. Okay, next one here it is that either it may be the word processor, RTF, and a PDF file will be there. So it will help ensure a readability. You want to send your resume as a formatted attached file. Is it clear? You have formatted the document as per the requirements, and this one you are going to be send it as a attachment to the email. Okay, now the next one, another type of the files are also going to be presented, that is a multimedia HTML files will be there. So that is you are going to preparing an web pages. Is it clear? So it is a dramatic extension of the print resume. So here is going to be said that it is a dramatic extension of a print resume. You are going to make it as a more attractive, that is by while you preparing this particular web page, you can add a links, you can add a color, you can add a graphics, you can add a sound animation, even you can add a, if necessary you can add a video also. So in this way here you are going to preparing such an multimedia HTML files. So you are going to be attaching to the web pages. This is all about this particular electronic resume, how you are going to prepare. Either it may be the ASCII or text files, either it may be the word processor or PDF files, or either it may be the multimedia or HTML files. Okay, so either you are going to send it as attachment, or if it is a normal text file, the same the content of this text can be copied in the body of that particular email instead of attaching it. So in that mail only you are going to put all the content. Is it clear? Place it inside your email and then you can send to the employer. So this is all about the electronic resume. So you have completed the two different formats of constructing a resume. One is the electronic format and the other one is a traditional print format. And even you can also go for a scannable print resume also. Is it clear? So the next one here we are going for another one, that is writing the cover message. So writing the cover message involves that matching your qualification with the job. So how you have to write a cover message? The cover message should be written in such a way that it should match your qualifications. Is it clear? So whatever you are going to be writing in that, whatever the background work you have done, whatever the facts you have been collected, is it clear? So all these things based on that your background work you are going to writing the cover message, but keeping in mind that the qualifications, the things whatever you are going to be write, it should be relevant to the job for which you are applying. Is it clear? So that is the matching your qualifications with the job. So how you have to do this? You have to begin this particular work on preparing this cover message. First you have to go for collecting all these facts from your background work, that is already we have studied earlier, that is you have to analyze yourself. Is it clear? Already we have studied it in uh, the first one, the chapter, that is analyzing yourself with the internal factors and external factors will be there, that is identifying based on the identifying appropriate jobs where you are going for analyzing yourself with the internal and external factors will be there. Okay, and the next one here, uh, you are going to building a network of the contacts, finding your employer. All these three things we have been seen it in that the previous topic, where you have identified all the facts which is related to your internal and external, your qualification from your background. Now based on this you have to select those particular facts. Okay, so these facts should be chosen in such a way that by fitting these facts which is relevant to your job you seek. Is it clear? You have to fit these particular facts from your background which is relevant to the work you seek, which is relevant to the job you need. Is it clear? So based on that, such a facts you have to be identified from your background and fit it in a proper way, in an orderly way. Is it clear? So which should be relevant to your job which you wanted to do, which you the work you seek. Okay, and arrange all these particular facts in one logical order. Is it clear? So all these facts whatever you identified, you put it in a logical order. Either it may be related to your education, your past experience, your qualification, that is your skills. Okay, lot of things already you have been seen it in the previous the topics. Okay, now then when you present them in much the same way, just like the sales writer would print the features of a product or the service, how you have to write a cover message in such a way that it is just like how a sales writer is going to write a letter about any particular product. A sales writer is going to write the features of a product, how he is going to explain the important features of a product, because he wanted to sell a product means he has to write in such a way that it should be attracted that these are all the best features of this particular product. Is it clear? So that's why here every time he is going to take this example that you have to write the cover message in just a way that how a sales writer, okay, is going to write the features of a product. He is going to write the features of the product or write about the services. Is it clear? That is, one should attract by referring the features, one should purchase that product, one should offer the service. Is it clear? In the service way, so in the same way you have to write this cover message. Is it clear? So in a very attractive manner. So print cover letter, some of the following procedures is used in most of the successful print efforts. So we are going to see that what are all these particular procedures are we have to follow whenever we are going to write a cover message. The first one here, it is going to begin with the words. The words you have to choose in such a way that it has to gain the attention of a reader. Is it clear? So definitely it will help that to set up the review of information. If you are going to write a cover message that the readers should read, is it clear? They have to attract to the words what you have represented in the cover message. Definitely they should set up the review of your information. Is it clear? Most of these cover messages and interview applications to whom you are going to be sent, the people who are going to be analyzing this, they are very busy. Is it clear? So they are not showing much of the interest in reading all this particular information to gain an attention of that reader to read your cover message. Is it clear? So it is totally depend upon the type of the words how you have represented in the cover message, and how it will help that they are going to set up the review of the information. Next one is that present your qualifications keeping like information together. and adapting to the company and the job. So you are presenting all your information related to the qualification, okay, and other informations. How you have to put this, you are going to putting all this information which will related to the particular company and the job. Is it clear? The information whatever you have placed about your qualification, your skills and all, it is relevant to that particular company and the job. In such a way you have to uh, put all this information or present all your information in a cover message. Okay, next one, use a good sales strategy. As already I told about that. Okay, just like that, how a sales writer writing a letter in a such a way that you have to write a letter, that is use a good sales strategy. Okay, and whenever you are going to writing this cover message, use the you point, don't write the we point. Okay, especially you have to write the letter with the you we point, and always use the positive language. Okay, don't highlight the negative words over there. So represent the positive language while writing the cover message. And the next one, derive for the appropriate action from this particular cover message. What you are expecting from the employer? Are you expecting that a request for an interview? Okay, are you requesting him to reference check or for further correspondence? Is it clear? So derive for the appropriate action. Okay, so these are all the four the points. This is the procedure here which you have to follow whenever you are going to writing the cover message. So these four the points, the procedures which has been explained it in the detailed here. Okay, so the first one is gaining an attention in the opening. So this we have completed. So these are all the four the following procedure which is used in the most successful printing efforts we have completed right now. The next one is that in detail here they have been explained, that is how you have to gain attention in the opening. Is it clear? So that is the first one, begin with the words. You have to choose the words in such a way that you have such a way that you have to gain the attention of the readers. Is it clear? So gaining attention is especially important in the prospecting the messages. Is it clear? Gaining attention in the opening makes the letter stand out. In the first attempt only, if you gain an attention of the reader, definitely it is makes the you that letter stand out. Is it clear? You are going to get a better opinion. The reader is going to get a better opinion about your the application. So here they are going to be say that as the cover message is an creative effort. To writing and cover message is an art. It is an creative effort. You should use your imagination in writing the opening. Is it clear? So how you have to do this? Okay, so the work you seek should guide your imagination, the type of the job you wanted to do, so that is going to definitely guide your imagination. Okay, that will definitely help you to write the opening message in a very effective way. Is clear? So here is an example they are given. Work that requires an outgoing personality. Already you identified that there is a one job. That job is requiring some outgoing personality. What is that? The job is related to the sales. Is it clear? So the job is related to the sales or with the public relations. So at that time, how you have to write your cover message? The cover message should be written in such a way that you are best suitable person for that particular job. You are having an capability to do the sales in the market. You are having a very good public relationship in the market. So you have to represent, you have to represent all these things while writing the cover message. Okay, you do well to show these all these qualities are present in you. Okay, while writing the cover message. Is it clear? Already you know about the type of the job for which job you are writing the application. So they are seeking some of the the requirement, that is an outgoing personality. Okay, so that is relevant to that particular job. You are having all these qualities, all personalities you are having, you are capable to do that particular job. Okay, in such a way, you have to show all these qualities in your opening words while writing the cover message. Is it clear? So you just like that, you are finding a right person for this particular job. Okay, I am capable in whatever the requirements you are having. Is it clear? So all these requirements, all these personalities are there. I am capable to do this particular job in such a way that you show all these qualities in your opening words. Okay, you consider whether you are writing a prospecting or a invited message. Is it clear? So two types of the messages are there. One is the prospecting message, and sometimes it may be the invited message. If the message has been an invited one, so your opening word should begin qualifying you for the work to be done. Is it clear? An invited application, that is the invited message, is that for the invited application. Some of them are being they have the employers have invited for some of the applications for a certain job. Is it clear? So at that time you are going to writing the invited message. An invited application might refer to the job. Okay, you have already called for this particular job on this site, or this particular source of invitation is there. Okay, as per your the as per you were invited for this particular post of this job and so on so date. Okay, so you have to write that, that is the source of the invitation. The invited application might always refer to the job and the source of the invitation, where you have referred this one, that company, that employer has called for an employment. Is it clear? That employer called for an job. Is it clear? So you refer that particular the source of the invitation. Okay, so the next one is that you can gain an attention by showing an understanding of the reader's operation. Okay, one way is to use a topic that shows understanding of the reader's operation or by the work to be done. Employers are likely to be impressed by applicants who have made the effort to learn something about the company, as in the example. So another one is that how you can gain the attention. The first one is that by using the positive words. Okay, by representing your qualities in the opening words, that is you can gain the attention. The second one method is that you can gain attention by showing an understanding of the reader's operation. Okay, so you are showing what do you mean by that understanding of the reader's operation. So here you are going to be say that what exactly uh, uh, that the company is doing. Is it clear? What are their projects? So right now where they are implementing these particular the projects. So all these things you have been identified. Okay, so that is likely to be impressed by applications who have made effort to learn something about the company. You have learned something about that a particular company and all. So that's why if you are representing this information, relevant information in that the cover message, definitely it is going to gain the attention, that a reader is going to know that okay, this person has done analysis about our company, our projects which are ongoing. Okay, what type of projects we are handling. Is it clear? So this person has undergone research about our company and all. He is having an interest in doing the job. So that's why it is going to gain an attention of the reader. Here is a one example that we'll see that example now, that the tag rate inc has expanded operations into Central America. Can you use a broadly trained international business major who knows the language and culture of the region? Okay, this is the sentence which has been represented in the cover message by one of the applicant. He has written that they are expanding their operation in the Central America. Okay, so he is going to be say that can you use a broadly trained international business major, okay, who knows the language and the culture of the religion. So indirectly he is going to be say that he is the best suitable for this particular the job okay, which is that is the job which is related to that particular the company. Another way you can gain an attention, okay, how you can gain an attention, there is a make a statement or ask a question. Is it clear? So you can stress a need of the reader that you can fill. So what you have to do here, so here it is that example, when was the last time you interviewed a young college graduate who wanted to sell and had a successful sales experience? So this is how you are going to make a statement or asking a question to the employer. Is it clear? So in this way you are going to gain an attention of that particular the reader or the employer. So definitely he is going to refer your cover message. And next one is that you have set up in the review of the information. Okay, so next one, another one way of gaining an attention is that use an employee's name to gain a attention. Okay, so you will stop it here. So in the next one we are going to see about other options here, so relevant to this.